Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? Payday hits your account. Yes, that feeling is amazing, right? But then, blink. Groceries happen. A bill you forgot about pops up, maybe that takeout you promised yourself. And suddenly, just days later, you're looking at your balance thinking, where did it all go? You feel like your bank account has a secret leak, draining money faster than you can track it. You know, you need to save more, maybe pay down debt or start investing, but by the time you think about it, there's just not much left. Well, what if I told you the first hour after you get paid is the most important hour for your entire financial future? It sounds dramatic, but it's true. Most people let their paycheck sit there, vulnerable to random spending. But top financial performers, they have a system. A routine they follow every single time they get paid. This isn't about luck. And it's not about complex spreadsheets only accountants understand. It's about having a simple, repeatable paycheck routine. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5-step paycheck routine that you can copy immediately after your next paycheck lands. This will help you automatically save, crush debt, cover your needs, and still have money for fun, all without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. We'll cover exactly where your money should go, step by step. And stick around, because step 4 is the one most people skip, but it's the secret to making your financial plan sustainable long-term without burnout. Ready to finally tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went? Let's dive in. Alright, the notification hits, you're paid. Before you even think about that morning coffee or checking Amazon, you need to do step 1, pay yourself first. This is the cornerstone of building wealth. Why? Because life always gets in the way, expenses pop up, temptations arise. If you wait until the end of the month to save or invest what's left over, guess what? There's often nothing left. Paying yourself first means prioritizing your future before anything else gets a chance to grab that money. How do you do this? Automation. This isn't about willpower, it's about systems. Before payday, you should have set up automatic transfers. The moment your paycheck hits, have a predetermined amount automatically moved to first, a high-yield savings account. This is for your emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses eventually. Start with something. Even $50 or $100 per paycheck makes a difference. Second, investment accounts. This could be your 401k, Roth IRA, or a brokerage account for index funds. Again, automate a percentage or fixed amount. 10 to 15% of your income is a great target, but start where you can. The key payout here isn't deciding to save. It's having the transfer happen automatically the instant you're paid. Go into your banking app right now or after this video and set these up if you haven't. It takes 10 minutes and changes everything. That's step 1. Future you is already thanking you. Okay, future you is secured. Step 2. Cover your 4 walls. Now we deal with the non-negotiables. These are the absolute essential expenses you need to survive and function. Think. First, housing, whether it's rent or mortgage. Second, utilities like electricity, water, gas, and internet. Third, food, basic groceries, not restaurants. Fourth, transportation, whether it's gas, a public transport pass, or a car payment and insurance if essential for work. Why do this now? Because knowing your essentials are covered removes a massive amount of financial stress. It prevents late fees and ensures you don't accidentally spend your rent money on impulse buys. You need to know these numbers beforehand. This comes from having a basic budget. The action here is simple but crucial. Look at your upcoming essential bills due before the next paycheck. Immediately allocate or transfer the necessary funds to a separate bills account, or at least mentally earmark it in your main account using a budgeting app. Don't just hope the money will be there later. Secure it now. If your rent is $1,500, make sure that $1,500 is mentally or physically set aside today. Got your future self paid and your essential needs covered? Excellent. Now step 3. Attack high-interest debt. The wealth destroyer. If you have high-interest debt, typically anything over 7 to 8%, like credit cards, personal loans, payday loans, this is an emergency. This debt is actively working against you, costing you significant money every single day. Think about it. Paying off a 20% interest credit card is like getting a guaranteed, tax-free 20% return on your money. You can't beat that reliably anywhere else. So after automating savings, which we discussed in step 1 and covering essentials in step 2, dedicate a significant chunk of what's left to aggressively paying down this debt. Don't just pay the minimum. The minimum is designed to keep you in debt for years, sometimes decades. How? Decide on a fixed amount extra you'll pay each paycheck. $100 extra, $200, $500. Whatever you can realistically manage after steps 1 and 2. I highly recommend the Avalanche Method. Focus all extra payments on the debt with the highest interest rate first, while paying minimums on the others. Once that highest interest debt is gone, attack the next highest. It saves you the most money in the long run. Don't just plan to make the extra payment later. Log in right now on Payday and make that extra payment. Schedule it if you can. Be relentless. Getting rid of high-interest debt frees up massive cash flow for your future goals. Woo! Okay, deep breath. We've covered the serious stuff. Now for the step most finance gurus forget, but it's vital. Allocate guilt-free spending money. Permission to live. Wait, spending money? Isn't this about saving? Yes, but here's the secret. Personal finance is psychology as much as it is math. If your plan is all restriction and no enjoyment, you will burn out. You'll feel deprived, and you're much more likely to abandon the whole plan and go on a spending spree. The solution? Budget for fun. Give yourself explicit permission to spend a certain amount on things you enjoy. Wants, not needs. This could be dining out, hobbies, entertainment, that fancy coffee. How? Look at what's left after steps 1, 2, and 3. Decide on a reasonable fixed amount or percentage for this guilt-free spending until your next paycheck. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $300, maybe it's 10% of what's left. The exact amount depends on your income, goals, and debt situation. The key action. Consciously allocate this amount. You can transfer it to a separate debit card or checking account used only for fun spending, or track it carefully in your budgeting app under a fun money category. When it's gone until next payday, but crucially, you can spend it without any guilt because you planned for it. This makes your entire financial plan sustainable. We're almost there, just one final quick step. Step 5, the 5-minute review and adjust, a quick check-in. This takes literally 5 minutes but keeps your system running smoothly. After you've done steps 1 through 4 on Payday, just do a quick mental or visual check. Did the automated transfers for savings and investments go through correctly? Are the amounts allocated for essentials like bills accurate? Did you forget anything? Did you make that extra debt payment? Is your guilt-free spending amount set? Quick scan ahead. Any unusual large expenses coming up before the next paycheck that you need to factor in now? For example, an annual subscription renewal or a birthday gift. Why is this important? It catches errors before they become problems. It helps you adapt. Maybe you got a raise and can increase your savings automation next time. Maybe an unexpected bill means you need to slightly reduce fun money this pay period. It reinforces your control and keeps you engaged with your plan without requiring hours of budgeting. And that's it. That's the 5-step paycheck routine. So, every single time you get paid, first, pay yourself first. Automate savings and investments. Second, cover your 4 walls. Secure funds for essential needs. Third, attack high-interest debt. Make aggressive extra payments. Fourth, allocate guilt-free spending. Budget for fun. Avoid burnout. Fifth, review and adjust. Quick 5-minute check to stay on track. Implementing this consistently might feel a bit mechanical at first, but trust me, the peace of mind it brings is incredible. You'll know your future is being taken care of, your needs are met, your debt is shrinking, and you still have permission to enjoy life. You are finally in control. What's your biggest challenge when your paycheck arrives? Is it impulse spending, forgetting bills, not knowing where to start with saving? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this routine helpful and want more practical tips to manage your money and build wealth, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks so much for watching. Take control of that next paycheck, and I'll see you in the next video.